This is in response to Onision's video Stranger Love, in which he talks about whether or not you can really get to know someone over the internet as well as you can get to know them in person. His stance is that you can, in fact, and I happen to disagree. And I have a few reasons as to why. And first of all, I want to ask you a question, Onision. At what point does meeting people in person ever become irrelevant? I don't quite see that. And you know, here are my reasons why I can back this up. There are biological factors that you're missing. There are certain scientifically proven factors that we pick up on biologically when we meet someone face to face as opposed to via screen or email or whatever. And for example, when you sit down to have lunch with someone that you've never met before, you pick up on things like, I don't know, pheromones, for example, which you could not sense via internet. You would need to be there face to face in order to sense those. And you also pick up on what I describe as vibes from people. Sometimes you can sense, get somewhat of a sense anyway, of who they are just by sitting across from them and speaking to them for a given period of time. And there are behavioral factors and mannerisms that you're not getting as well. Onision, in essence, you put on a show, for lack of a better word, whenever you post a video, whenever you turn on the camera. I highly doubt that if we were to observe you in your natural environment, for example, having a discussion with your wife about something, that you would act the same way that you do on camera. I think that that's rather unlikely. Again, just my opinion. I'm not saying that you're being fake necessarily, but I'm sure that the person you are in front of us and the person you are in your, in front of your wife, friends, and family are rather different, to say the least. You adopt a certain, my other reason here is that you adopt a certain demeanor when you discuss various issues that mean something to you, depending on the degree to which that particular topic bears significance in your eyes. With that said, I highly doubt if you walk around in everyday life, unless you're super activist or something, with the same attitude that you have when you discuss the rights of animals and vegetarianism, for example. My other thing here is that you've told us, as in your subscribers, some pretty personal information about yourself through this website. You've told us some things which clearly mean a great deal to you, but that doesn't mean that we know you per se. I'm sure that there are many things that you've told your wife, for example, that you probably would never advertise on the World Wide Web. I'm sure that there are stories that you'll never tell us, just, because you don't want to or because it's simply too personal to be advertised. Your definition of the word genuine is my next issue. The word genuine is actually rather relative. So how do you know that what people are saying to you is genuine? Meaning your subscribers, people who respond to your videos. How do you know that written responses or video responses are always genuine? Again, it's too relative. It's too general. And I don't think that that can be applied to this situation. My conclusion here, to kind of try to wrap this up, is that telling us that whether we can love or hate you based on what we've seen on this website, in my mind, is premature in and of itself. You mentioned at the beginning of the video that making a certain statement pertaining to this issue is premature. I think that your perspective is premature. You are missing a lot more factors than you may realize at this point, or that you may have taken into consideration. Just saying. Don't shoot the messenger, I'm just saying. To be honest, sometimes I think you disagree just for the sake of disagreeing. And the reason why I say this would be videos like this one, for example. I mean, you're a smart guy. So how can you possibly think that seeing someone over the internet is the same as seeing them in person? I don't quite understand that. And I disagree, obviously, given what I've just said. So, I mean, this is just, again, this is just my opinion. but you want evidence. Number one, take most long-distance relationships, for example. The large majority of them do not work out in the end because they're still all missing so many crucial elements, and I've named a lot of them already. You have posted many videos in the past where you express feeling misunderstood and or misrepresented. So really, this video is a contradiction of all of that. If you feel misrepresented or misunderstood, then how can you say that your viewers know you unless they're really, really faithful or unless they've met you in person? How can you say that they know you as well as you seem to think that they do? Anyway, this is just, again, my take on this. But regardless of your response to it, thank you for listening. Have a good day.